Hi guys, my name is Megan and today I've got some character deaths that hit really hard for me. So if you guys do not want spoilers for any of the following books, I would highly suggest leaving this video for later or just not watching this video at all. So if you don't want spoilers for the Alex Rider series, Firebreak, Into the Drowning Deep, the Dark Artifices series, or Crooked Kingdom and Six of Crows, I would highly suggest not watching this video or watching this video later. But yeah, let's go ahead and just dive right in. Okay, so the first book I'm going to talk about the character death that is still with me to this day, even though I read this book back in school probably, or high school, is Jack from Alex Rider. So Jack was Alex's nanny. She was amazing. She went with him everywhere on his adventures as cover for Alex's spy shenanigans stuff. And at that time there were only 9 books in the series, and now I know that there are 11, or there might be 12 books now, I don't remember. I know that one of them has to deal with Jack. I haven't read those newer books, but at the time, this was the character death that broke me. I was sobbing when this character's death happened, and it still hurts to this day. When I found out there were more Alex Rider books, I was like, I don't know if I'm emotionally ready to deal with that, because that book broke me. The last one broke me. So the next book I'm going to talk about is Crooked Kingdom. So we all know Matthias, one of my favorite characters. He died at the end of this book, and I have not read King of Scars yet, so I don't know anything about anything after Six of Crows. At this point, as of filming this video, I haven't read King of Scars. All of Crooked Kingdom broke me. I remember sobbing over this book and just having to finish it, and just Matthias dying the way that he did, it just broke me. It hit so hard. Next up we have Queen of Air and Darkness. This is the last book in the Dark Artifices series. There were so many character deaths in this particular book, and each one of them was shocking. But the one that had me crying was Livia, and I know she is a ghost in the newer books that are set after this, but there's just something about the way that she just died in this book with her family around her, but also them not being able to save her. That just hurt so much. Next up we have Ray from Into the Drowning Deep. Ray was one of the cameramen on this book. He died pretty early on. The shock factor alone of him just being ripped over the side of the ship and having his face eaten off by a mermaid, that cemented this book as one of the scariest books that I've read this year or ever. I would highly recommend this book if you guys are interested in water-based horror, especially with mermaids or sirens, just being vicious and hungry. This is the book for you. So Ray just, I'm speechless over this book. And that Ray's death just hurt in ways that the other character deaths in this did not. And then the last book that I'm going to talk about the character death is Firebreak, and that is 22. The way that 22 died hurt so much because he was fighting to save his friends, to give the revolution that they were trying to start a fighting chance. It just hurt so much because there was nothing that the other characters in this book could do to stop him from sacrificing himself for the good of everybody else. And his death was inevitable from the beginning of this book. And it's just so hard to read this. Even going back and looking at my annotations for this, I'm speechless because this book still has a hold on my heart. 22 will always be one of those characters that I'm why couldn't something else be done? Why couldn't they save him? Why didn't they do this or that or the other thing? And this one it just hurts even thinking about it. And this little quote on here that says, "It's brutal, intense, and unstoppable." And they're so right. All right, so those are my books for character deaths that really hit hard. What's a book with a character death that hit you really hard? Let me know down below. If you guys like this video, don't forget the like button. If you haven't already but would like to, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to follow me on social media for more bookish stuff, check out the links down below. Alrighty, bye guys.